Hi, how's it going there? Right, let's see if I can... I've got no idea if that's... I think that's pointing at. So, my name is Paul Murphy. Thank you for coming along here. Right, this is going to be a little awkward, I must just say. This is a new song. I wrote this maybe half an hour ago. And though I've been saying this for the last 45 years, I've got no idea if I'm making eye contact with you because I can't. I've got no viewfinder there, so maybe if I'm over here. There's going to be some technical imperfection on this, but this is the last ever Paul Murphy song. I know I've been saying that for the last year, the last 66 songs. Some of you might know that I've been saying this ever since I first retired in 1994, writing songs. Anyway, it's called the Ballad of Justice Road. I just sat down just to write a tiny song and it's come out at 10 pages. I've got these pages stuck up on box files, chairs, pillows, CD units and bookcases. I'm having to use an open mic, which isn't picking up very well. And I'm going to have to try and change the lyrics over in midstream and do the best I can for you, as I always have done. But there's going to be technical imperfections on this. This is the only way I can do it. I don't know whether to use my fingers or a plectrum. Let me just see if I... I'm going to make the G sharp, which might be a mistake. But stumbled down 1,000 miles of beaten track, coyotes singing me lullabies, you ain't going back. Carve my will and testament onto a no entry sign. If I make it into heaven, it'll be a lot more than design. I met a mute prospector by a salted up well. I said, if you could speak, what stories to me would you tell? He pulled a silver locket out and slipped apart the clasp. A picture of a heart inside inscribed, please don't ask. I pulled my tattered shirt off and showed him my tattoos. One said here to stay, the other said born to lose. He nodded understandingly and then clutched his chest, handed me his locket and drew his final breath. I buried him with dignity and muttered a prayer. Only the wind was listening and it didn't care. I hold my backpack on and I pulled deciding left or right on the toss of my last dollar. I camped that night at Oxbow Creek. On the breeze I heard the pious speak and young girls shrink. Horses' hooves awoke me and I squinted in the sun. Found myself staring down the barrel of a gun. Cold voice said, well, what have we got here? Maybe look out for the rustlers who've been carrying off my steer. I said I want no trouble, I'm just passing through. He laughed, afraid not, son, we've got plans for you. They pulled me into town, near an hour away. Took me to the courthouse and told the judge what to say. I pleaded my innocence, but they threw me in a cell. Told me in the morning they'd be sending me to hell. Just before sunset, there came a visitor, saying to the jailer, I've brought food for the prisoner. Up to the bars came a maid so fair to see. She smiled, I've brought you sustenance in lieu of clemency. She sat on a stool and I ate as we talked. What's your name? She asked me, and how far have you walked? I said, pretty miss, please don't think me impolite. But it's plain to see something in your town ain't right. She said the Talty boys say they caught you fair and square, helping steal the cattle that's going missing everywhere. I told her they were lying, but she shook her head. Big Sam's my fiancé, and I must trust what he said. said, change the subject, please. Tell me about you. You look like an angel amongst the Satan spawn crew. She said, my name is Jenny, and I'm coming up to 18. Sang for me when I was 6, buzzards picking my folks' bones clean. He brought me here, and I grew up on his ranch. If it hadn't have been for him, I wouldn't have stood a chance. I try to give goodness back for that each and every day. I study my Bible, and for your soul I'll pray. I smiled among the cacti, here you are, the sweetest rose. She blushed, you must not say such things, for I am betrothed. I said, what can they do to me? And she burst into laughter. I hope the cherubs sing so sweet in the hereafter. Tell me about Sam. I inquired. I only met him once, and he left a lot to be desired. Her jaw went stern, but only for a pause. He's an important man, and he helps to keep the laws. He took the big T over when the previous owner died. They found him one night with a dagger in his side. Cham chased the suspect into the ground. He told us that they drew first, so he shot him down. It was 1 year later that Sam found me. Under his rule came great prosperity. Some of his acquaintances, if I'm truthful, I don't care much for. But when we're wed, he'll soften of that, I'm sure. I wish my mom and pa, her voice trailed off. A lonesome tear descended down her cheek, so soft. You wish they could see you grow and be wet. She nodded and in a whisper, yes, she said. I must go, she rose, for the hour's getting late. I'm sure it doesn't help at all, but I'm sorry for your fate. She got up to go, but suddenly her eyes stared hard down. What's that I see shining? She asked me with a frown. I reached my hand into my top pocket and pulled out the prospector's locket. Where did you get that? She asked in a hushed tone. I said, from an old man who for a brief time I'd known. He died nigh 2 days ago, and I buried him with respect. He'd given me this locket, perhaps so I'd not forget. Never knew his name because he could not speak. I nodded, and down her graceful face a stream of tears did streak. Through quivering lips she asked, if you please. I passed it through the bars to her, and she opened it with ease. She reached inside and pulled the heart picture away and showed me an inscription. Jenny, did it say? I'm so sorry, Jenny, I inadvertently muttered. I could see her memory rapidly being uncluttered. Your father, I asked, and she did not slow. She arose and said, forgive me, I must go. Later the jailhouse door burst asunder. Big Sam rolled in his eyes, rode in wonder. A bullet hole bled justice in the center of his chest. He gasped the letter J out and fell dead on the sheriff's desk. It was right before sunrise. The jailer came for me. I was expecting to take a drop, but instead he set me free. He said, I've got the story and a false charge won't stick. But if you want some advice from me, get out of this town quick. As I got my papers, the mayor strode into the jail. He said, I've got Jenny's statement and it's really quite a tale. Seems a rustler burst into her room, meaning to do her harm. And Big Sam came a-running at the sound of her alarm. Jenny told me Sam went for his gun first, but the rustler was a quicker draw, and Sam, he came off worst. Sam caught a bullet as Jenny called his name. Looks like it was a pocket pistol, but they'll kill you just the same. They got a posse up and hightailed out of town. Well, I'm no fortune teller, but I doubt the rustler will be found. Jenny kindly offered me the loan of her horse. I asked what his name was. She smiled, no remorse. I doffed my hat and said, tonight we'll all sleep easy. She smiled, including Papa, for I know for sure he sees me. I asked, will you stay here? Not for long, she said. Evil is a disease, always dormant but never dead. I said, I think I'll rest up 3 towns away for a while. I felt my spirit surge as she stroked her hair and smiled. I hear the air is sweeter there, I'd sure like to breathe it. My heart's been a prisoner, sir, maybe you'll help me release it. sure hope that came out okay. Because I don't think I can do it again. That's called the Ballad of Justice Road. I just literally sat down to write. I thought I'll write a page. So, I've been singing this with my walking frame tantalising me out of reach, and I was sort of getting, I could feel my legs giving way, and I thought, I'm going to go in a second. I'm just going to go there and try and land on it. So you never know what's going to come out of your pen when you place it down onto the blank sheet of paper for the first time. I had to stop after about 6 pages and go and take just a tiny little bit of medicine because my legs were killing me. And make a cup of tea, and I just had to try not to lose the story and the words, and the writing is getting worse and worse and worse. You can see that's about that. So here's the lyrics. Is it coming into shot or not? No, it's not. I don't know if I'm strong enough to lift it. So there's page 1. Written quite neatly, and then there's page 9. Let's just kind of scroll through. I have to talk to you for a while. I'm sure you don't want me to, but my legs, due to the issues with my legs, I have to refocus my mind on remembering because there's no feeling in my legs. So you have to remember only pain. So you can't feel the floor. So I now have to stop and remember how long my legs are. So I can come over the camera. Anyway, that's been Paul Murphy, and it is the 20th of August 2024. And I wrote Candle in October 1982. So that's been a very long time. To my children, wherever you're to in the world, I know things ended badly a couple of days ago. The rest of the world is watching this turn off. But when you grow up, you'll know why it had to be done that way. I just sincerely hope that you remember not so much who I am or was, but remember who you were. Because I know that you've now had your names changed against your will and etc. But you always ever were the most wonderful children in the world. I know things are difficult for you now, 10 and 11 years old, but the universe owes you, and I'm hoping that it won't repay you. For the little time I knew you, it was an absolute honour. And to all my old bandmates down through the years, I'm sorry I gave you hell, but what the heck, you know? Eventually I did you all a favour by saying, I'm going back out solo, this ain't working out. And you all breathed a sigh of relief, you know? Because I would turn up on so many things. I mean, can you imagine turning up with a song this length, you know, to rehearsals and stuff? Okay, well, we got to slot up the XX in or something or another, you know. It's a multi-artist bill. We got 3 numbers or 20 minutes, you know, whichever goes first. Ah, great. Okay, then which ones are we going to do? Well, I've just written this new song, and this actually lasts 25 minutes. So, no. That stuff. Anyway. You can tell I don't really want to turn the camera off now, can you? Because I don't think I'm going to get to do this again. I don't think that was a bad song to go out on, really. I just hope it came out. It would be funny if the entire thing didn't come out and all you've actually got to hear is this ramble at the end going, yeah, I've done you, he's speaking in tongues. To Juliet, the wonderful Juliet, you've inspired me so much over the years. I hope someone inspires you. Take care of yourselves. It's a wonderful world. Let's start looking after it, huh? And we're going to be nice people. Let's start looking after each other. Peace and love.